The candidate A totally gives away everything, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Volume down. It's not showing that we're live. Oh, there we go. Live now. Perfect. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? You late by 2 minutes. You're early by 2 minutes. That's just how it goes. Let me screen share. I hope I'm not overhyping this project.
No, I don't think you are. I mean, I think just by what's going on alone is like, really getting everyone excited. So,
Okay, so it's a pretty big update. I'm gonna do the big part of it at the very end, so you have to stay and wait. But I just want to say I want to brag a little bit. I'm right. I've been right. I was right about something.
Yay.
Okay. So I'm trying to wrap up the last couple of days. So one thing is, it looks like it's hard to tell. I can see that lights are installed in the tunnel now. Pretty far along. In terms of the tunnel, it's hard to tell whether they'll put the track pieces in tomorrow or Thursday, but I can't tell an exact date. The track's not in yet, but footers in the tunnel. There are lights on the walls of the tunnel. And there's a lot of footers, and they were dropping something off today that I could not get a good angle of, so I don't know what they were dropping off. And yeah, I'll go over a site. There's an overall map of the site. I unfortunately lost my map of footers. Couldn't get it back on there in time. But I'll update a map and post it on Would You Rather lights or no lights. The lights are probably in case of an emergency.
Yeah. Or maybe even be like for effects. Not saying, it is, but there's a possibility.
Yeah, for sure. Here's what I saw today. So you can see another crane right over here lifting something that I could not get a good angle of. I tried everything. B&M dive is not confirmed. In fact, if you look over in Timberwolf Falls, almost done removing all the trees. All the trees are gone. They go bye-bye. And there's tracks in Timberwolf Falls as well. There are footers in Timberwolf Falls, and this construction site is growing and growing and growing. And we still have a year and a month left until 2019 season begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Buster's train is there, half uncovered, half covered. You can see the crane lifting. I don't even know what that's called because I never go on it. That's embarrassing. But yeah, they're putting that together. The crane, the beautiful, beautiful crane, is there and ready for what it needs to do. Yeah, this is looking like. So there's two sites the station can be in. It's either over here where all this material is, or it's over here where a lot of the action has been in terms of digging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's an electrical box right here, which would help for if it's a station. So it can be either or. We do have some footers all in here. We have footers in a straight line here. So it could be a launch or it could be a brake run. It could be anything.
Right. Now, I had a question. Do you think that depending on where they put the station could affect what type of ride it is? Because if you think about it, if you put a station towards Timberwolf Falls, you could have people think like near where the wood is at. You could have it do the turnaround, go up the lift, maybe on like 200 feet for a dive length, and then have it go down. Whereas if you have it on the other side, you could potentially have it be like a launch the other way and having any type of launch and have it go into like a dive loop that goes into the tunnel. So do you think that where they put the station will affect what type of ride it is?
For sure. So here, if the station's here, you can see it does a turn out of the station if the station is here. There's
Right.
literally lead in a turn, and then the lift hill will probably go up this way or whatever it is. If here, it's looking more like a launch because there's a straight path of footers into this area.
Right.
Oh, I think I'm echoing on your end. Is YouTube playing?
You're not echoing too much.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't seem bad.
Still hoping for a launch dive.
Mm.
Okay, we'll go to our next picture. So in here, you can see, if you look closely, there's lights in the tunnel. There's lots of action inside Timberwolf Falls. The site's looking like it normally does. No track, unfortunately. Mindbuster is looking a lot better in certain areas. Action on this path. And just more tree removal. This is the construction site as of today. This is like where most of the action is occurring, and it's pretty big.
Yeah, that's a lot of land for just a coaster that's being built so early. They have so much potential with this layout, whatever it could be. Brendan,
you're dead center of the park. Brendan, I'm what? Oh, I'm echoing. Do you have YouTube open on your computer? It does that if you do.
Oh, okay. Should I close? I'll get it on my phone. Then it's fine.
How about check? Am I echoing now?
Not as much because I closed out of YouTube. So,
okay, but I am echoing.
No, not on my end.
That's going to be a big roller coaster. Yes, it's the center of the park too. So you have to remember, whatever they do, they're going to want to do it good, and it's going to look beautiful.
Right.
Okay, so I'm sure anyone here who is a Wonderland fan has seen Grace's tweet. Here we have a tweet of some work being done to Vortex. It is Vortex. I can confirm that because of the shape of the train. Anyone knows Vortex, this is definitely Vortex. And if anyone remembers, I said that they should retheme Vortex to a Canadian theme.
Yeah.
That new Canadian area that they built. And it so happens that that looks like what they are doing. Mindbuster was not testing. It's parked half in the garage and half out, and it's covered in tarp.
Yeah.
So Vortex, if I'm a betting man, and I think I'm a big betting man on this project, is going to have a Canadian kind of like wood fiberglass theme added to it, and it's going to be blended into the Canadian themed area. So you have swing timbers, lumberjack, and whatever they change Vortex into. Grace has said on Twitter, stay tuned to Canada's Wonderland and her blogs that she does. And as I always say, read her blogs. They're full of a lot of information. And I feel like this next blog post that Canada's Wonderland and Grace are going to post is going to be a big one. I think that they're going to include what they've been doing over the winter. Yeah, so what do you guys think the name could be for Vortex if they're to change it? It's got a new Canadian theme to it, so it has to have a new name.
What if I had an idea. What if they themed it to something that like had to do with like maple syrup? Not specifically maple syrup, but maple tree. Like, I mean, the color scheme does kind of look like maple syrup if you think about it. Like, well, kind of not really, but I mean, maybe they could theme it to something like that, or they could keep it Vortex and just give it a Canadian theme.
It's true. It's wood, so it should be themed to wood. If I'm a betting man, so it could be. It's hard. Maybe it'll be Twisted Timbers because it's a twisty ride. Maybe it'll be Loggers Run. I don't know. Maybe hard to predict.
Tim Hortons
Yeah.
Wild, Typhoon, Timbers, Maple Mayhem. If they do something with maple syrup, I'm gonna punch every single park worker. My God.
Wooden Runners. They would theme this to Crispy Crunch.
Oh wow.
I'm interested. I'm seriously interested in what it's going to be named and what it's going to look like. I'm trying to picture wood fiberglass on the trains, and it's difficult to picture. Yeah,
I think it would be interesting if there was wood fiberglass on it. Oh, I mean, and then if we saw that, then we'd know that it's themed to wood. And then at that point, we just have to think of, something that could be themed to wood. So,
yeah, it's up a mountain too, right? So it's like
right. It's kind of hard to see.
maybe it will.
Right. Yeah.
So what do you guys think? You guys are totally expecting track, weren't you? You guys are totally let down right now. I thought this was big news. Vortex being rethemed.
Brendan, do you think that they would repaint Vortex or no? Like
the track, they should. But remember, track can be repainted in days. Like they can do it in like a 1-2 day type thing.
Yeah.
So they might, and I honestly think they should. But Brown's now taken by Valraven, so it's interesting. What would they choose?
Right.
Like, would it be themed to almost like should have been themed to like almost like a runaway chairlift at a ski resort or something like that?
Yeah.
Ski related theming for Vortex, yeah.
White track and green supports. Huh.
White track and green supports. I originally thought Polar Vortex would be a great name for the ride, and they like paint the supports blue and the track white.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like I can just see that now.
Really
like,
awkward almost. In a very green environment.
Yeah. Oh my God, they should like have it blend in with the surrounding area.
Yeah.
GP will be like, what ride?
What is this? This is Vortex, and it's being rethemed. Well, we think it's being rethemed. I should add. We think. We think. We think. Oh. I'm sorry if I let anyone down that was hoping to come here and see track in the tunnel. It is not. The track is safely sleeping in the storage area like it has been all winter. There is a flatbed truck waiting right beside the track, I guess, for it to go. There's a giant excavator, which they usually use with rope to lift the track onto the flatbeds because it's easier that way. That's all there and ready to go. We have a crane on site. That's ready to go. Lights are now installed in the tunnel. I see the roof of the tunnel off to the side, ready to be put on once the track is in. It's got a steel frame, and it's square. I can tell by that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the footers are there. The connecting metal pieces to attach a track piece to are there. So it should be any day now. I'm hoping for this week. We have warm weather coming and a lot of wet weather on the weekend. So I would think that they want to get it installed this week.
Right.
The rear corner. No, this is the very front of the train, of one of the carts. This is the front.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. You don't see. It's a teaser image from Grace.
Yeah.
It's a picture of Vortex's train. Show us the roof of the tunnel. Right here. There are little triangle pieces stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. Now, do you think they might put like any like fog or mist in there, kind of like what Banshee and Rougarou did?
Where do I have proof of that? I don't have proof of that this is what it's for. But these white squares are a bunch of electrical. Sorry, not there. There's white squares right here. They're hard to see from this angle. I have a better angle.
Okay.
There's a bunch of electrical that was installed. Oh, is that a good angle? Yeah, it's like right here, up here. You can't see it, but there's a bunch of electrical wires running through some cement white paneling that looks like it'll have a lid that they can remove to check on it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeti Yo. That would be a cool name. That would be a cool name.
I would love that name.
Ski jumper. Like one word. But I do want to emphasize that we have a lot of footers already poured, and we still have a bunch of rebar cages ready to go for more footers. So again, I'm getting close to calling this not a dive coaster, but we all know right I've been so far. It's a wing, it's a dive, it's a wing, it's a dive, it's a sit down, it's a wing, it's a dive. So I'm all over the map. So I have no idea what this project's going to be, and that's what makes it more fun anyways. So I'm okay with that.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
We know it's not going to be an invert. Like, let's just say that. Well, let's just say that now. There's no invert. And then more likely. But yeah, I think I wanted to bring this up. Do you think we can expect to see Vortex's track to be put back in before opening? And if so, when do you, like, what time frame? Like weeks? What do you think for like Vortex's track?
I give it 2 weeks and Vortex's track will be reinstalled.
Okay.
I didn't know something was going on with Vortex, by the way, too, because in previous footage there was a construction trailer parked out front of Vortex. I just assumed it was for Lumberjack, but the Lumberjack construction trailer is actually probably the one parked out front of Timberwolf Falls.
Right. Because I think, I think it'd be nice if they could open it, back up before opening day. And I do think they will. Like, the only question now for that is when. You know what I mean?
When will they open it? I think it'll be ready for opening day. We have really warm weather. And I think that's what a lot of us weren't looking at when we were saying that it might not open on time. If we really take into account, I think they might actually be ahead of schedule because we've had next to no snow. We've had unseasonably warm weather.
Right.
So they've been able to pour all these footers probably way before they were supposed to. Or were planning to. So I honestly think that, like, look at it this way: electrical for the tunnel's done.
Yep.
The tunnel walls are done. The tunnel base is done. Footers are in the tunnel. They have a crane on site, and we still have exactly 39 days now until park opening, which actually is technically, they had bank days the weekend before that. So technically we're down to like almost like 32 days before park opening, like before operations start. So they have like 32 days to get the park back into shape, to get their paths redone, the tunnel put together. So it's a difficult one to call.
Right. Now, one thing I just want to mention, which I know we've talked about on Discord, but again, the best view from to see construction will probably be from Windseeker, just because it's literally right next to 2019 CW project. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, I actually think the best place to watch construction is just on our YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Shameful plug.
I mean, honestly though, because you go to the park every day, we're always getting new footage. Something new always happens, even if it's some dirt that's moved 5 inches to the side. It's still preparing for something. So definitely, everyone who's watching, always come to Amusement Insiders, because we actually are getting really good footage of construction. Like, the drone footage is amazing. Just the work that they're doing alone is amazing. So really, this would not be the time to not come on these live streams and see what's going on at CW.
For sure. I also forgot to point out that they've dumped a bunch of white sand gravel over here, and they've been putting it around driving zones. I don't know if that's to make it more visible as a path for construction vehicles to avoid footers. That's what it looks like they're doing. It also could just be a coat because they're about to pour that area with cement. It could be that too. because I noticed that they come in the tunnel as well. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. They have a massive supply of it over here, and they just keep moving some around. And it actually helps with the drone footage too, because we can see it clearly. We can see the difference between a footer and like dirt. Like we know where they're working.
Yeah.
That's just something interesting.
Right. That definitely helps.
Are you going to ride Windseeker? Yeah, it's my favorite ride. It's actually one of my favorite rides in the park. I think it was a great addition. So even without this construction, I love Windseeker. It scares the crap out of me. Like it really does. Yeah. Who is coming to the preview night? I may do a little giveaway. We're working on some really exciting stuff. Cough, cough, cough. And some people that come might get a little freebie. Maybe they are stones through the bottom of the tunnel. The tunnel's already got cement in it now. It's actually, they're not stones. It's like refined gravel. So it's like in between sand and stones. It's like that. I don't know what that is, but it's in between sand and stones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap this up? We're trying to keep our updates a little shorter because no one likes to sit there and watch an update for an hour and a half like we used to do it. Sometimes they went 3 hours because it was so fun for you guys.
Yeah.
A frisbee. It's not a frisbee. Could you fill me in? A preview night. I'm doing a little meet. It's nothing official from the park. Grace said that she'll come out and meet us all and talk to us, though. That's pretty exciting if she has time. We're just going to meet, maybe check out the construction site. You don't have to stay for the entire event. You can take off, do your own thing with your friends, family. Just remember, if you are under 18, to get parental permission, let them know what you're doing. It's nothing serious. It's nothing big. I'm going to be at the park every day anyway, so any of you can come meet me if you want. But yeah, definitely get parental permission. Come with friends if you want, or if they want. And you can bring friends or family. I'm just going to be there. I'm going to take pictures of construction site. I don't know if I'm going to ride rides. I don't ride a lot of rides when I'm at the park, to be honest. Anyone who knows me, I'm just always around taking pictures. I'll be vlogging a bit. If you want to be on my vlog. So what's with the big news again? Just another YouTube catering to the locals. Wow. Okay, what's with ice? I'm joking about that. Okay, good. I was about to be like, where are you going to meet? Meet at the front fountains, but I'm going to message Grace and let her know that. She asked where we were going to meet. You got to ride your bay. I do have to ride my bay, Behemoth. Steve might become my new bay. Behemoth. I'll be in vlog.
Oh my God, it's great.
I'm kidding. Any other questions before we wrap this up? Hopefully you guys found it somewhat exciting. I mean, like, look, there's a little cart on the ground in this picture. It's cute, right? Mindbuster's having a tantrum, so it's in timeout.
Me.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed this update. It really means, we really appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned because there's a lot going on with Canada's Wonderland right now that you do not want to miss. Trust me. So we will talk to you all later. See you guys next time.
Have a good one.